Spurs pushed. The robo-rebounder is Rodman, but watch the finger roll. Spurs by 2, 69-67. Rodman did have 14 boards. Cannot get it in. Watch Rodman rebound on his back. Finds J.R. Reed, and he finds the basket with a short jumper. Hawks outscored the Spurs by 9 in the fourth. Kevin Willis.
Punktów mniej, ale 81 grach.
Po raz trzeci z rzędu najlepiej zbierającym piłki został Dennis Rodman. Po przyjściu do San Antonio z Detroit nic nie stracił, a wręcz zyskał swej.
Delivery of the week comes courtesy of the Spurs. Dennis Rodman shoveling to Sean Elliott for the finish. The Worm proving he can do more than rebound. Rodman nearly fumbles but gets it off to Elliott for our Federal Express delivery of the week.
Le dernier match de la phase préliminaire. Le meilleur rebondeur, son coéquipier, Dennis Rodman, a 17,3 par match. Cependant, après avoir perdu 5 fois sur 5 contre Utah en saison régulière, Rodman et les Spurs sont sortis.
Fourth, Dennis Rodman, the robo-rebounder. He had 4 rebounds right in this span before he finally tapped it in. 13 points for Dennis.
Eins ist aber auf jeden Fall auch klar, ohne Rodman die Spurs farbloser.
Ohne Dennis Rodman sind wir ein Team. Und das ist ein großer Vorteil.
Rodman can pass too. The Worm had 6 assists. Robinson's eyesight's all right. He scored 21. 19 boards for the Worm. What color is the hair underneath there? Dennis Rodman, wormy, slams it. Spurs win.
The Mavs looking to set another record, hosting the Spurs. Note the hair on Dennis Rodman. We'll show you more in a bit. The feed for the alley-oop. Rodman's there. See, it's blue. Blue hair this time around on Dennis Rodman. That's a new one.
Rex Chapman, the alley-oop to Todd Gugliotta, who had a team-high 17 points. 18 points a game, out 10 weeks. Don McClain trying to pick up the slack, but Dennis Rodman, get out of here. Rodman also 19 rebounds.
Dennis Rodman and his hair, the story. Robinson the miss. Here comes Rodman. Part of a 14-3 run. He rebounded a team record 20 in the first half, finished with 32, a franchise record.
Class, Spurs up 55-43, still the third. Rodman to Robinson for the jam. The Admiral, 30 points, 11 boards. Rodman going back to the blonde hair. Still didn't make the All-Star team.
Yeah, how it happened. Dennis Rodman, the masked madman. How mad? Hauls down the board, throws it in. He had 20 of them on the night, but then he gets into Dikembe's face. Squirrel loose from the cage there as Dennis goes nuts. Got the tee. David Robinson came up big late. 9 of his 29 inside the final 2 minutes.
Oh, Dennis Rodman. Sure, he's not like you or I, but I want you to watch the effort of the Worm. Look at Wormy extend in the air. And then, I've never seen this, Dennis behind the back pushing to Willie Anderson. Spurs by 16 at the half. Ash and steak. How about Dennis Rodman? Watch him dive after the loose ball and pick up a referee. And I think we're getting ready for the 2-man luge. The Worm was just warming up. The follow. Vinny Del Negro then. He misses. And look at number 10. He had 26 boards. He did it all. I think he should throw up this 3. It may drop. Oh, it does. His first 3 of the season, and Craig, guess what? Rodman's 13, a career high. He said he's enjoying the game more and more. The team is taking on its own leadership and is more under control. Then it's time for the Worm. Battling, grabbing, leading the break. And who's finishing? Reed. A 10-4 run by the Spurs. Rockets hang in. What is Rodman doing? Writing a message on the towel? As a play for Lucas. Play me, please. The Spurs are in first place. Dennis Rodman did not play. He missed the flight and arrived at Houston late. Admiral, a little too much. Wormy, Nagel, Admiral. Very succinct.
We'll see after the game, Coach. Dennis Rodman, 21 rebounds tonight, and the assist as well, up to David Robinson for the 2-hand slam. Spurs up.
Dennis Rodman, the 3-point shooting wizard. Yeah, here he is canning the tray. Think he's pumped or what? Spurs
by 2. Otisthorpe denied by the Admiral. One of his 6 blocks, and then Robinson trap finds Nagel Knight for the 3. Spurs by 5. Don't celebrate yet. We haven't seen Rodman. The Worm. Decent form. Oh, you betcha. John Lucas signals good. The crowd mobs the worm. Spurs win these. Rodman saying things are going to be okay. Stockton had other thoughts. Jazz win the series. I guess we all do. Can get along.
That's as close as they would get. Watch Rodman underneath. Had 19 rebounds and 2 points. A 9-0 run puts the Bucks away. Final 102-95 Spurs.
Although Rodman might possess a different look on a new team, he still embodies the same fearless work ethic that made him a standout in Detroit and such a coveted second-round pick of the Pistons in the 1986 draft. And now in his first year with the San Antonio Spurs, Dennis Rodman foresees brightness on the horizon.
Once the season progresses, we'll get more confidence.
Here's the tally, and remember, these are all Spurs individual records. 17.3 rebounds a game, 5.7 offensive. That's 1,367 total rebounds and 453 offensive rebounds. While Dennis's rebounding prowess had been well documented through the last few years, in just his third game as a Spur, Rodman had eclipsed Edgar Jones' single-game rebounding mark of 25 with 29 versus the Timberwolves. 12 more times, Dennis would pull down 20 or more rebounds until January 22nd at home versus the Mavericks. That night, Dennis would break his own Spurs record with 32 rebounds, 23 defensive and 9 offensive, a mark that perhaps only Dennis Rodman can break. For the first time in league history, teammates Robinson and Rodman took titles in scoring and rebounding. But for all of his abilities on the court, it was the persona of Dennis Rodman that made him a hit and a mystery in San Antonio and from coast to coast.
I just want to say one thing. You can like me or you can hate me, but I know one thing. When I step on this damn floor, all I'm going to do is get solid.
Antonio's Dennis Rodman, who didn't start due to disciplinary reasons. The Worm could only silently watch as the Rockets drew first blood. Rodman never played, but he managed to give us a plug anyway. While Robinson...
We have a tremendous amount of respect for each other, what we do on the floor. Our intensity levels are very high. You know, both of us hate losing. Dennis is a great team defensive player, so we're able to shut down the middle, and I think some of the other guys are beginning to take pride in their defense.
Rodman's all-out kamikaze mentality has helped San Antonio to the league's 4th best mark. But there's more than an all-out approach to the game that motivates Dennis.
You know, I have no problem with that I'm like the oddball. I have a pierced navel, I have colored hair, I got tattoos, I got this and I got that. But it doesn't change the way I am inside. You know, I don't want no publicity. I don't want to be a superstar. I don't want to be a star. I want to go out there and get my nose broken. I want to go out there and get cut. I want to do this. I want to do that. Something that's going to really just bring out the hurt, the pain. I want to feel that. I want to feel like that I'm a ditch digger going out there working my ass off for 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, going home and eating and say, God, that was a great day.
The Spurs wrapping up their preseason against Charlotte. Rodman dressed for the occasion. Yes, it's Halloween. He did have a mask on. And Willie Anderson misses from the corner. What does Rodman do best? He rebounds. And when he does that, he is a great player. The problem is when he doesn't rebound. But here, Rodman hitting the glass again. And look at the outlet pass. A nice one to the Admiral in stride. He yokes it home.
Dennis Rodman managing to fit the Spurs' timeout huddles into his busy schedule. He had 14 rebounds and 1 point.
Christmas came early to Dennis Rodman, to his hair. Calling the garish green he's going with his Christmas do, the Spurs' prodigal son returned to active status Saturday, but stayed in a Houston hotel. He's expected to play Monday when the Bullets come to San Antonio.
He's thanks to the return of Dennis Rodman, who has brought some energy and color to the Spurs lineup.
Whitney refeeding Cummings. Double again. Down the lane, Rodman!
Rodman powered the Spurs past Washington, and his teammates are glad to have him back.
Dennis was fantastic tonight. You know, he's been great in the locker room and on the floor, so we're excited about having him around.
And it was like old times as Rodman dominated the glass and Robinson slammed the door.
19 rebounds tonight for Dennis Rodman. And why not 2 more?
The Spurs have soared over the 500 mark and are looking to head for the top of the Midwest. But the San Antonio Spurs are undefeated since the return of the Worm. After a slow start, the Spurs have reeled off 6 in a row, including a convincing...
By Scott. Rivers, three-pointer, no. Rodman tips it in!
The double team comes from Doc Rivers. He's a couple of steps behind the line, way short. Rodman catches it and puts it right back. Just the quick feet, quick reactions of Dennis Rodman. He sees this as short, and he's up there to get it before anybody can react.
Story in the Hardaway with an 18-footer, no good at the buzzer.